My name is Barry Bishop and I'm co-promoter of the Wight Link Warriors and the Wight Link Wizards here on the Isle of Wight. 5 years ago, Speedway on the Isle of Wight closed down, and it was, despite the efforts of everybody involved, it was unsustainable. And then we brought it back 3 years ago in 2016. And we decided that the main course of what we would do to make this become a fun family night out, really, we would utilise the fun factor of involving mum, dad, kids to have a good time at Speedway. It's a fun time for all the family. It's not just about 15 races of Speedway on the stadium anymore. It's about being involved, being part of it, and being a warrior or a wizard.
I'm Morgan Williams. I'm 21 years old and I ride Speedway bikes. So I live on the Isle of Wight. I'm an islander, and 3 years ago I'd never seen any Speedway at all. I was dragged to come and watch Speedway, much against my will. And I absolutely loved it. It was spectacular. It was an amazing event. It was a great night out, and I wanted to be part of it in a much bigger way. I think from my second meeting watching it, I started helping out on the track, and the people I met were fantastic. There was just a mutual respect for everyone. Everyone cared for everyone else, looked after everyone. It was fantastic. The second Barry offered the opportunity of doing my first kids Speedway school on the island, I jumped at it. I thought, I need to have a go at this. It looks amazing, and yeah, that's where we are.
So we hold Speedway here at Smallbrook Stadium in Ryde most Thursdays between April and October. We do hold other events, so occasionally it's switched to a Tuesday, but our predominant aim is to have Speedway on a Thursday night. We complemented that 18 months ago with the introduction of a school. The purpose of that was to both find riders for the Warriors in the future, and to give anybody the chance to experience what it's like to ride a Speedway bike.
Initially it was quite daunting coming up to my first skid. I had no equipment, but at the school they have everything that you can hire available, everything you need: protective equipment, Kevlars, boots, helmet, goggles, gloves, it's all there, and of course bikes. After I'd done quite well on the 125, I progressed onto 500cc bikes, the full-scale Speedway bikes. They are fantastic, so much power available, and I started sliding, and I thought to myself, I need to get myself a bike. I want to be in this a bit more. So I actually contacted Scott Campos, who rode for the island at the time in the Warriors, and he had a bike available. I went up to Kings Lynn and managed to squeeze it into my Ford Puma and brought it back home. And now I own my own equipment. It's really good.
So we start them as young as they can balance and understand on and off for the throttle. The youngest we've actually had is 3. And then we go right up the other end to the top end of the spectrum. And as long as you can balance and you are confident, then we'll take you up to any age, really. So the school operates 2 main modes of thought. One is for riders that already have their own equipment. They want to come, they want to learn new skills, they want to improve their ability. We personally teach them one-on-one. We will give them feedback every time, and it is a school. It's not just a practice session, it's a school. However, for those that have never ridden a Speedway bike or don't have any equipment, we provide everything. We keep it as cost effective as we possibly can here on the Isle of Wight because we want to encourage people to ride. And apart from that, it's in a safe environment. We have food and drink. It's all about teamwork, fun, and enjoying the night.
After I bought my own bike, I was given the opportunity to race for the Wight Link Wizards, which was an amazing opportunity to be given, really. Being in a competitive situation, it was just so different. Again, it was amazing. So when I came up to my first race on the Isle of Wight, I'd seen all the riders for the Wight Link Warriors doing it before, and as a wizard, I was nervous. It was early on in my racing progress, but the support that I could hear from the crowds was brilliant. You sort of hear people cheering you on while you're going round. It made the experience more enjoyable for me.
The beauty of the Wizards is twofold. One is, to be a wizard, you have to be either resident on the Isle of Wight, or you have to come through my first skid Speedway school. That means we're providing a proper progression step for a student who wants to learn to ride a Speedway bike. They like riding a Speedway bike. They can then ride a Speedway bike. Then we need to teach them how to race one. So we do that in a Midland and Southern Development League, where we represent the Isle of Wight across the UK. We want riders who are development riders to then be warriors. So on a typical race night, the gates open at 5:30, and quite literally people are queuing to come in. We open the pits up at 5:45. So from 5:45 until 6:15, you can go into the pits. It's still active. Riders are setting their bikes up. Fans could talk to riders, get the feel of the hustle and bustle of the pits. From 6:15 until 7:15, we have My First Skid students as mascots. They go out, and that ranges from 10 to 13 mascots on peewees through to 500s. And then the league or cup or individual speedway action starts at 7:15. We have a rider parade. The riders come down through the fans, high-fiving the kids, onto the track. We introduce them all to the fans, a lap of practice, and then we get on with the racing. At Heat 12 or Heat 10, depending on which meeting we're in, we'll have an interval. And then we encourage kids to come on, be part of the track, be part of the night and get on the track. We have a running race or a cycle race. We have our riders down in the stadium with the fans signing autographs, and next year we'll have lots of other new things where we're going to increase the involvement on race day. And then we conclude the meeting with the final 3 or 5 races, whoever gets the highest score are the winners. We do have a full bar facility here and restaurant facilities. We also have a snack bar facility which also serves alcohol. We have a track shop. In the summer we do sweet shop, book shop, tattoos, face painting. It's a real party atmosphere, and it's about enabling a family to come to us to enjoy a night out. It doesn't cost the earth because we want you to come back again. And that's the reason why we will never charge for children 16 and under.
I'd never seen Speedway before. I came, I watched it, I helped out, I now take part in it. You can do the same.
It's entertaining, it's action, you're close to the riders, good food, good value, and you'll have a great night out. In fact, I guarantee it.